Hey, welcome to week 5, Human Disease Crew. Thank you for all the work. I know this is a lot. If you would please, as soon as possible, take a look at the week 5 checklist. There's really just one thing to do this week, and it's to go through a presentation on neoplasms. Now that we know a little bit about DNA, we know a little bit about heredity, and we can think a little bit about the process of how cells divide. And there's a couple. It's mitosis for building normal cells, and meiosis for building sperm cells and egg cells. We can think a little bit about control. And this week's chapter deals with neoplasms, or new tissue or excess tissue. It's relatively straightforward. There are a lot of subdivisions, so as you're studying this, please use some of the techniques that you may have brought with you into this class, or some of the study techniques and tactics that you've learned from your classmates or through doing some of these critical skills assignments to help you kind of hone this in. So that's what's going on this week. There's a presentation on neoplasms, and again, you have a critical skills assignment due to be posted for the good of the community, I guess we could say that for this class. And as always, that's due on Friday night before midnight. So relatively straightforward. It's also a good time. We're about a quarter of the way through the semester, and it's a really good time to do a little bit of critical self-analysis. Take a look at your scores and your grades. Are your grades where you need them to be? So that's most important. In order to get credit for this class and have it count towards program, some of you have minimum requirements. So if there's any danger zone stuff happening, you have to fix that. The next question, which is important, but a little bit less maybe pressing, is, are you happy with your grade? Do you feel like your efforts in your grade are in line? And if not, then we got to change some things. So there are different ways to study. This does take a lot of time. And I know some of you, I've talked to a lot of you, if you're not quite putting in enough time, that's the obvious place to start. And then within the time that you spend working on this class, you've got things to do. Obviously, all the content comes from the presentations. So please take detailed notes on the presentations, make flashcards, etc. Listen to them again and again. You can do that. I sometimes download these things and just listen to them on my phone, not necessarily paying attention to them, but when I'm in the car or when I'm just working around the house, I'll have presentations on, and it helps me hear it again and again and again. It doesn't replace the official studying. It doesn't replace the deep dive where I'm taking notes and kind of cranking officially, but the more times you hear things, the better. Also, please start early in the week. It helps you generate questions and it helps you get help. If you find yourself waiting till the weekends on this, or if you don't start cranking on this stuff until a day or two before the quizzes, and remember, we do have a couple exams coming up. They're still a little ways away, but if you don't start cranking on this stuff until right before the assessment, that will make you stressed. And then instead of spending your energy working on the content, you're also battling that stress demon, which we've all been doing quite a bit over the last couple of years. I'm here if you need me. I'll reach out with individual emails. Please get a good jump on this stuff. Take a look. Week 5, please get going as soon as possible. Quiz coming up during the same window. Critical skills coming up at the same time, due on the same time that we've been working with all semester. And I really thank you for your work. It's a beautiful day here in Minneapolis. Please stay safe, and please look for some emails. I'll be reaching out. Thank you, crew.